Hello everyone. So we need to talk about this indaba Samkelo Zwane because there's one part of me that is so excited about this young and upcoming talent that we see ukuthi can solve some of the problems that we have with Chiefs right now. Namely, we don't have a depth in midfield and specifically with defensive midfield position. Yes, Uplom is doing a good job in that position right now, but you take him out, then who else do you have? You have Cole Alexander, and we've talked about Cole and how he can no longer cover as much ground as he used to with vets. So Samkelo Zwane, in that case, it becomes the solution that we've been looking for. On the other hand, though, he also becomes a replacement Gablom, which then makes him a thing or a person that the Chiefs can hold on to and say, who needs Blom? Agahambe, Asimngeng, we're a big team. Because there are people who have said things like that. There are people who have said to Guti, hi, Chiefs is a big team, we can't listen to these young players and basically end up giving into their high salary demands and blah blah blah. People give all these justifications. Uguti Chiefs will still be a big team with or without Uplom. Sure, there will be a big team with or without Uplom. The issue though is that will they still be strong enough? Will they still compete at the level that they would with Uplom? Because a presence yomdlalo njengoPlom is not just in terms of Fuguti, is he starting or is he not starting. It's also about the other things that he can do. He can also play at right back. Over and above that, it's also about Uguti. If you are starting Uplom in midfield, then you know Uguti Samkelo Zwane can come in second half, bring in the same amount of energy that Uplom produced in the first half. So when you're subbing Uplom, you are subbing him like for like. Akukho ukuthi keep Uplom then ufaka umdlali who's a bit less better than him, you know. So you want to have like for like players in your team so that you don't see the difference. It's just a matter of what can I say, personnel, and basically making a like for like changes. So worried kangaka, it's because like we've seen what Uplom has been doing in the past few games, like this season, what Uplom has done, especially he has done it. It's just that it was noticed much more when we're playing the Pirates because it derby is a big game and it's understandably so. And now we know we heard he's being offered to SuperSport, and then we're like, no, it's because Silatuma that is reporting that. Now even goal.com, they're also reporting Sundowns are also interested in Plum. Now he might not move from Chiefs to Sundowns. He might move in a usual route. He might go to SuperSport and maybe stay there for a season or two, and then eventually make his way to Sundowns, which is how players get to Sundowns sometimes. And young Kataza Lento, because I'm just sitting here thinking, are these guys actually thinking about we already have replacements so Asimngeng? Because I think we can't put it past Ubobi to say I suka Singeng mdlali, because if a man can say to fans of such a big team this is family business, then what can stop him from saying asinandaba nabadlali? Because we're talking about how they skipped agent Gablom and went to talk with his family, and that just shows ukuthi indaba ye protocol kwesinye isikhathi nezinto ezenza sense uBobi akayenzi, because saze sapunishwa nje ngendaba size sidlala iChampions League singena depth. It's because we were banned by FIFA because of shady dealings, and namanje kusaskip agent yomdlali kokhulunywa nabazali. That's another shady dealing that Chiefs is doing, and I won't be surprised if Uplom ends up leaving Chiefs because they think Zwane can replace him, or they think they can find some other player for a cheaper price and pay him a lower price. Because another thing that Samkelo Zwane brings in right now is the fact that they will be paying him a lower salary than what Uplom wants, and as we know, Chiefs does not like to pay, and because of that, we could see a good player who can give us something really big leaving a team for free. The second concern I have is that Uplom right now, congratulations to him, he's going to be playing kwi-Bafana Bafana. And once wadlala kuleso stage seBafana Bafana, now it's easy for you to be noticed by other teams from abroad, like England, Belgium, wherever. So if you know me and you've been watching this channel, you will know that even if a player is playing for Chiefs, I want them to go overseas at some point in their career, because it not only speaks well of what the Chiefs is doing, to are producing players who end up going overseas, but it also just represent the country to kahle. We have players tearing things up in Europe and just representing our country. And by doing that, then what ends up happening is that they come back and they make Bafana even stronger, because they get more experience playing in Europe and they get to play in the highest level. Now the issue with Blom going to play with for Bafana is that with the contract here set to expire in June, is that if your contract here doesn't get renewed, and then let's say he plays in njengamanje because Ustole is injured, the guy who usually plays defensive midfield for Bafana, he plays in this game and then he impresses, and then in the next international break next year around March, I think, he goes to the national team, he impresses again, someone is scouting him, maybe from Belgium, he contract ka Blom yaphela ngoJune. Guess what? Anderlecht or Club Brugge or whoever does, I'm using Belgium because usually our players go to Belgium first before they go to another league. They will just come in June and just get him for free. Like, you understand ukuthi it's one thing for umdlali wethu to live for free, ekubeni vele ngathini, to live for free because you say no 32 or something, vele siyazi ngesithole that much money for him. But manje you are talking about people from Europe abasebenzisa ama-euros, so vele imali yabo ne-power yemali yabo is higher than ours. So if bekuthiwa njengoba i-transfer market bethu Blom is valued at 11 million, you know ukuthi for a team that is overseas, for Blom mangathiwa simthaye down to a 5-year contract and kuqhamuka i-team njenge-Anderlecht, we could triple or even quadruple that. We can get 50 million for Blom. And that money, 50 million, we can reinvest it in one good striker and 2 good wingers. And then that's like 50 million spent on other 3 players who could really do well. And also 50 million spending it in South Africa. 10 million for 5 players. You get decent players ngaleo maleo. And I'm afraid if we just lose Blom for free, that's like wasted opportunity that we could have taken advantage of. I'm all for players going overseas, but they can't just go overseas for free. Sin a chance yokuthi sends imali from Bon. And by the way, I think this is also another time to address the other issue. I think that's why Chiefs signed him to a long-term contract, because they are trying to make sure ukuthi if a team from abroad wants him, as he went to do trials last season, before the end of last season, ukuthi if a team comes in on a contract of 3 years, and then the team will have to pay a bit more for him than they would pay if Bektua is just a development player. So again, yeah, it's just another thing that I am worried about. Now, for people who are watching up to this point, that means those are the guys vele who are my day ones watchers of this channel. Now, because ngifuna a feedback from you guys. So as you know, I'm trying to grow this channel and I'm trying to, make it the best viewing experience possible and as interactive as possible. I've talked about how, where is this thing? Can't find it. No, wrong thing. Oh, this is what I wanted to show. I'm a socials too. So, Uguti, please follow, subscribe, and follow ega khona, subscribe ega khona la ku YouTube and ku Twitter, you follow as well, and so that we can communicate in multiple ways as well. And also I talked about how manje ngo September so qala get some of you guys on the show. So hambani ke niye la naka vela ama socials. I forgot ukuthi I put them down here. Ungitshela ukuthi you would like to be on the show, and then you'll be on the show. That's the first part. The second part ukuthi, what do you think could make the show better? Because I've been testing a lot of things. One was I tried doing long videos to see if there's a difference between me making a video or 20 minutes and making a video or 8 minutes. And what I've seen is that there's no difference. So now, because I made a poll last time and I checked to see how many people want a video 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and abantu babethe 10 minutes, yet the videos or 10 minutes and 8 minutes are getting fewer views than a video 20 minutes, and that does not understand. So that's why I need it from you guys. Ngicela kungathola ama-comment awu-5, ngicela ninginikeze i-feedback, because I know around at this point of the video around 400 people are watching. So ngiyacela ukuthi ningitshele ukuthi what do you think will make the show better for you, more interactive for you, because as I said, I'm not making these videos for myself. I'm making these videos for you. I'm making these videos to interact with you. So please, ngicela ninginikeze i-feedback. If I talk too fast, maybe angehlise i-pace yokukhuluma kwami. Maybe I don't know, angazi. If there's anything that you think I can do to improve the show, ngicela my comments, because that's the only way I will grow, getting feedback from the people who have been loyal and have been watching this channel. And also, if you are a regular viewer, please subscribe. We're on our way to 5,000, so a subscribe and share the channel, because at this point we are currently the biggest Kaizer Chiefs fan channel that I know of on YouTube. So let's grow and make it bigger. This is the biggest team in South African football, and let's make this channel the biggest channel of Kaizer Chiefs fans in South African football. But thank you for watching. I appreciate you. I will see you on the next video, and until next time, remember, equals Pelu Moya.